Somewhere deep within the eastern celestial realm, a legend stirs. Not in whispers, but in the clash of ambitions and the alignment of stars. Recap? Alchemy Emperor of the Divine Dao, Chapter 1911, opens as Yan Xianlu points skyward, invoking the rare convergence of three bright stars, signaling that the path to the summit, where the eternal prosperity celestial king once comprehended Dao, is no longer forbidden. Ling Han, with the Empress at his side, feels the pulse of an incomprehensible power pressing down, while rival forces, ice-cold and wary, wait for a misstep. Above them, the mountain exhales its mysterious aura, daring mortals and kings alike to claim the fortunate guards. Yet even in this crucible of celestial might, trivial desires and petty schemes sneak in. A would-be assailant discovers that appearances can be deceiving, and strength is never where it is expected. What fortunes, what calamities, will the summit reveal when the brave take their first step? The air trembles, and destiny itself seems to hold its breath. In the stillness before the storm, the mountain loomed like a sleeping titan, its peak shrouded in clouds that seemed to whisper secrets of the ages. Ling Han's eyes, sharp and unyielding, swept across the gathering. A sense of destiny lingered in the air, for this was no ordinary climb. This was the path to the place where the eternal prosperity celestial king had once touched the Tao itself. Only those who reached the summit would even glimpse the magnitude of what lay ahead. Yet here was Yan Xianlu, standing tall and unflinching, ready to share this rare chance with others. Such generosity was almost unfathomable. Ling Han's gaze hardened. What could this be about? Was it connected to the storm of darkness that threatened the realm? He spoke quietly, his voice calm as the rippling waters, yet carrying the weight of command. Thunger, you enter the spatial god tool first. The heavenly phoenix divine maiden, her expression serene yet alert, nodded. Her cultivation was not yet king tier. She had not even breached the severing mundane tier. The mountain, at this time, was a privilege beyond her reach, and she accepted it without hesitation. Ling Han guided her into the Black Tower, while bewitching Maiden Ru's presence seemed to be a nuisance he could ignore entirely. Her deliberate sigh barely touched him. He had learned long ago that indulging her would only stir unnecessary chaos. Then, a proclamation shattered the tense calm. The time for the three stars to align is here! Yan Xianlu's finger traced an elegant arc toward the heavens, and three luminous stars emerged, orbiting with celestial precision. The air seemed to vibrate with anticipation. We can now climb the mountain. The Tao of heaven and earth is already channeled. Whoever reaches the summit first and sits upon the great rock where my master once comprehended the Tao shall seize unparalleled fortune. Begin. An unnameable aura rippled outward, stirring the peak in subtle, mysterious ways. Yan Xianlu moved first, each step upon the mountain exuding an air of effortless command. Following almost immediately, Lao Song and Shan Jitong ascended, their strides in sync with destiny itself. Yet Yan Xianlu's three followers remained rooted, eyes fixed coldly on Ling Han. Their hatred was clear. They remembered Zhao Qingfeng, felled by Ling Han's hand, and restraint alone, imposed by Yan Xianlu, kept them from striking. Ling Han felt no fear. These adversaries were equals to Zhao Qingfeng at best. He could crush them without thought if they provoked him. With a steady hand, Ling Han took the empresses who trembled with anticipation. Her heart yearned to gauge the chasm between herself and the realm's pinnacle prodigies. Around them, others, fighting spirits flared, the allure of supremacy calling irresistibly to every soul daring enough to dream. This was no mere contest. It was a once-in-an-epoch opportunity. The path to the summit where celestial kings had reached Tao, and the fortune awaiting was almost impossible to measure. Ling Han's eyes met the Empress's. Perhaps today, we touch the fifth severance. She nodded, her gaze unwavering. Though they had yet to clash with fifth severance elites, their senses had brushed against the weight of such power, leaving them with an understanding deep enough to kindle hope. Fortune and refinement of the heavenly Tao Jade might elevate them to this threshold today. As the three stars aligned, the oppressive aura cloaking the peak thinned. The climb, while still formidable, became possible. Yan Xianlu and his companions appeared unfazed, their fifth severance prowess allowing them to stride through dangers that would crush lesser cultivators. Even Ling Han felt the spine-tingling pressure of the severing mundane tear pressing against him, a reminder of the mountain's peril. The Empress held steady, but bewitching Maiden Ru staggered, nearly collapsing under the strain. Two hands reached out suddenly, a boastful offer of aid that carried an unmistakable lecherous intent. The man in purple, tall and lithe, sought to take advantage of Ru's vulnerability, but the heavens themselves seemed to intervene. When his hands closed upon her, they met not softness, but the soles of Ling Han's boots, caked with dirt. "I am not an easy person. Why are you holding my feet?" Ling Han's calm words cut through the tension like a sword, his smile both amused and unyielding. The purple-robed youth recoiled, disgust etched across his features. He had been the one who sought to claim Ru as his prize, but fate had twisted his design. Ling Han's intervention was unflinching, compassion for a travel companion tempered by a readiness to strike. "You have groped my feet. How do you intend to make amends?" Recognition sparked in the youth's eyes. "Ah, the newly promoted Holy Son of Alchemy City." His voice carried a grudging respect, tinged with irritation. The name of Ling Han had spread across the eastern celestial realm, a herald to all forces that this was a cultivator to be acknowledged, whether welcomed or scorned. Ling Han's eyes narrowed, calculating. "There is no use trying to curry favor. Pay your debt." The man named Shangda's lips twisted into a scowl. He despised being humiliated, yet the encounter with Ling Han's feet left sour taste and hissed in his mouth. "The Holy Son of Alchemy City may be esteemed by others, but to me, you are nothing but a worm. Should you continue your antics, do not be surprised when cruelty finds you swiftly." Ling Han regarded him with easy contempt. "Too shameless. Not content to grope, you threaten others to cover your folly. Truly, audacity knows no bounds." Shangda's anger erupted like a lightning strike, his hand shooting forward to seize Ling Han. "You are seeking death!" The mountain air seemed to thrum with the gathering storm of conflict, the tension of cultivators at the threshold of greatness, and the first clash of wills set against the backdrop of an epoch-defining ascent. Each step, each glance, each heartbeat resonated with the gravity of destiny, and the saga of those who dared to scale the Celestial King's peak had only just begun. In the sprawling expanse of the White Sun sect, a figure moved with the grace of a storm unleashed. Shangda, the revered Holy Sun, his presence radiating a power born of a sixth heaven Celestial King tier cultivation. He was not exceptional like Yan Xianlu in unique flair, but his mastery over the martial and mystical arts had elevated him to the pinnacle of his sect. Even his flaws, fleeting thoughts of flirtation and mischief, were but whispers against the hurricane of his talent. Yet, in this moment, fury ignited his being. From his core erupted a torrent of blazing energy, manifesting into multiple immortal beasts, each a living testament of great Dao patterns, circling him with celestial ferocity. Against this display, Zhao Qingfeng seemed but a shadow, utterly inconsequential. Ling Han, meanwhile, glided like water around a jagged rock, his movements precise, fluid, always evading, never giving Shangda an opening. "As a great holy son," he called aloud, voice clear and commanding, "it is not enough that you take advantage of others. Must you seek to kill to conceal your deeds?" His words cut through the air like a sharp-edged sword, drawing the gaze of onlookers. Many wore expressions of confusion or disdain, witnessing Shangda's initial hold on Ling Han's feet, a bizarre and unfathomable gesture to their eyes. Shangda's face burned crimson. He understood that any with even a hint of intelligence would know the truth. He was drawn to women, not men. Yet here he stood, surrounded by prying eyes, unable to quell the embarrassment that churned within him. His voice erupted in rage. "You damn brat! I will kill you!" His fury, raw and untamed, seemed incompatible with the composed stature expected of a holy son of the White Sun sect. Spectators murmured, disbelief etched across their faces. How could one nurtured by a sixth heaven Celestial King tier sect, destined for greatness, lose composure so easily? But soon their shock shifted from Shangda to Ling Han. Here was a young man who, though constantly evading, demonstrated a level of mastery that surpassed mere defense. Dodging without countering, yet remaining untouched, required a skill that spoke of strength beyond Shangda's own. Ling Han's cultivation, veiled until now, revealed itself as a force equal to, perhaps even surpassing, the sixth heaven prodigy. The crowd's astonishment rippled through the courtyard. This was no ordinary holy son from Alchemy City. Despite the city's modest four-star reputation and its alchemical focus, Ling Han's martial prowess rivaled the very best. Their disbelief mingled with frustration. How could one seemingly devoted to alchemy outshine prodigies born of unparalleled cultivation lineages? Their collective hope, unspoken yet palpable, rested on Shangda defeating him. Otherwise, the embarrassment would be theirs as well. Yet, no matter the celestial techniques Shangda unleashed, none could breach Ling Han's defenses. Even after nearly 100 exchanges of energy, not one solid strike had landed, aside from that initial, accidental grip on his feet. Frustration gnawed at Shangda, and with it came a snarl. Do you only know how to dodge and hide? A cowardly mouse. You shame the art of cultivation. Ling Han's response was a gentle, teasing smile. It's not for the sake of groping men's feet. That simple retort ignited Shangda's wrath anew. His eyes blazed, hands weaving through the celestial currents, channeling the immense force of the great Dao. Every strike, every movement, resonated with the power expected of a disciple nurtured by a sixth heaven celestial king tier sect. Had Zhao Qingfeng faced him, defeat would have been inevitable within 100 exchanges, death certain within 1,000. Even the might of the Empress would pale beside such prowess. Yet here stood Ling Han, calm, composed, utterly unshaken. Ling Han, initially seeking only to temper himself through this skirmish, now found the challenge insubstantial. The heir of the White Sun sect, though trained meticulously by his sect, was unable to apply the slightest pressure. Little Dada, Ling Han murmured, a trace of amusement in his voice, you are a little weak. There was no malice, only an honest assessment. If Shangda had been closer in strength, perhaps a magnificent duel might have arisen, a crucible to open the gates of the fifth severance. But Shangda's pride would not allow mockery to go unanswered. His fury surged, summoning forth a silver spear, 3 meters in length, radiating a murderous aura that churned the air around him. Ling Han's eyes narrowed. He recognized the danger. Even a fourth severance cultivator could feel the dividing soul tier potential of the weapon, a rare artifact, capable of wounding even his formidable physique. Quite interesting, Ling Han said, his curiosity piqued. The clash was inevitable. With a roar that shook the heavens, Shangda lunged, spear flashing like a silver dragon tearing through the air. Great Dao patterns spiraled along its length, slicing at the very fabric of space, a force far beyond ordinary pseudo-celestial tools. Ling Han responded in kind, summoning the divine demon sword. Their weapons collided with a thunderous resonance, so potent it lifted boulders into the sky, hurling them in a chaotic dance as gravity bent beneath the energy. A dense black tornado coalesced, a swirling testament to their unleashed might. Shangda was sent flying, his spear a silver comet against the darkened sky. Despite the weapon's ferocity, his own cultivation lagged behind Ling Han's. Head-on, he could not hope to match the alchemist-turned-warrior. Witnessing this, the gathered crowd could no longer deny it. Ling Han's strength, once suspected, now undeniable, radiant as a star among mortals. How could a young man, an alchemist by training, wield such martial might? The realization struck like lightning, leaving them in awed silence.